Welcome to our mock interview pro session focused on acing your security interview. Whether you're just starting out or looking to take your career to the next level, we're here to help you shine in front of potential employers. Let's dive right in with our first question. Can you share an experience where you had to resolve a conflict within your security team? Interviewers ask this to see how you handle disagreements and maintain team harmony, which is crucial for effective security operations. Let's explore some ways to approach this question. Clearly define the conflict and who was involved. Describe your role and actions in resolving the issue. Emphasize the outcome and lessons learned. Use an example that highlights your communication and problem-solving skills. Focus on teamwork to showcase collaboration. Here's how you might put this into practice.
In a previous job, two team members clashed over our incident response protocol. I organized a meeting to allow each of them to present their viewpoints. By fostering open dialogue, we reached a consensus on a new, effective approach, improving our response time. This taught me the value of mediation in conflict resolution.
By the way, we're only covering a handful of questions in this video, but I've prepared a free PDF with all 30 top interview questions for security. It also includes example answers and tips to help you prepare with confidence. The download link is just below. Can you give an example of a successful project you were part of in a security team? This question helps interviewers understand your ability to collaborate and contribute to team success with tangible results. Here's how you can tackle this question. Pick a project that highlights your specific contributions. Use the STAR method. Situation, task, action, result. Focus on measurable outcomes and security impact. Discuss teamwork and collaboration. Mention any technologies or methods used. Now, let's see a sample answer.
In my last role, I spearheaded a project to improve our incident response protocols due to slow response times during cybersecurity incidents. I led an assessment of our existing protocols and proposed improvements. We implemented a new playbook, trained the team, and reduced response times by 30%, cutting successful breaches by 15% in 6 months.
Tell me about a time you had to lead a team during a security breach. Interviewers want to assess your leadership skills and ability to manage crises effectively. Let's break down how to address this question effectively. Discuss a specific breach you've handled. Explain your leadership role and actions taken. Highlight how you contained the breach and reduced damage. Include stakeholder communication and reporting. Share lessons learned and changes implemented after the incident. Here's how you might answer this question.
In my previous role, our web server was compromised, and I led the team to quickly isolate affected systems. I kept upper management informed about potential impacts and conducted a root cause analysis post-breach. We updated our security protocols to prevent future incidents.
What steps would you take if you received a report of a potential insider threat? This question evaluates your crisis management and decision-making skills under potential security threats. Here are key steps to consider when answering. Assess the report's credibility before acting. Document all details immediately. Notify the appropriate security team or management. Maintain confidentiality. Monitor for further suspicious activities. Let's look at a well-structured response.
Upon receiving a report of a potential insider threat, I would first verify its credibility by gathering relevant information. I would document everything promptly and inform the security team while ensuring complete confidentiality.
How would you handle an employee who is not complying with the security policy? This question tests your ability to enforce policies while maintaining a supportive workplace. Here's how to approach this situation effectively. Identify the specific policy violation. Communicate directly with the employee. Understand their perspective and barriers. Offer retraining or resources for compliance. Document the conversation and any actions taken. Here's an example of how you might respond.
I would start by identifying the exact policy being violated and then have a direct conversation with the employee to discuss the issue. I'd listen to their perspective and offer retraining if needed. Finally, I'd document the discussion for future reference.
Before we wrap up, remember you can get all 30 questions, example answers, and step-by-step tips in a handy PDF. Totally free. Just grab it below.